Hey everybody, it's Deb, and I just heard from Pete, and I want to play you something. He sent out a message to you guys, and I recorded it. So we're gonna be playing that for you guys here, and let me make sure I have it. Okay, here we go. And he wanted you guys to know that he's thinking of you and wanted to give you an update. And so here we go. This is Pete Santilli. It's recorded, I believe today is February the 8th. And he sounds really good. You guys will hear for yourselves. He's got something to tell you, and here we go.
Hey everybody, this is Pete Santilli, and I'm calling you actually from the confines of solitary confinement. I'm allowed 1 hour per day outside of my cell. It's cell number 4C03, cell number 3. 23 hours of solitary confinement and punishment. As you all know, the area that is now known as Camp Seneca was occupied by protesters that have been since indicted. But the reason why I have been indicted and incarcerated and held against my will without any pretrial release, I became aware of one of the biggest frauds being perpetrated upon the American people by our U.S. government, unfortunately. Confidential sources have revealed to me documentation which exposed corruption, conspiracy to run ranchers such as the Hammond family off of their land, loggers, miners, Native Americans. Off of those lands, they're rich in uranium, lithium, other minerals, and they're doing so on behalf of these corporations and investors. We have documentation as such. This, believe it or not, the month that I was out there just bringing awareness to the constitutional issues that the occupiers were taking a stand on, at best trespassing on that land and making soup, but making a constitutional case that the government, does not have jurisdiction over that land. I was bringing awareness to those issues, and also investigated some of these deals that were being made for the mineral rights and profits that were done on behalf of these corporations under the disguise of a bird refuge the wildlife and bird refuge, essentially defrauding the public, especially the residents of Harney County. But listen, along that month that I was investigating that stuff and uncovered this corruption that runs deep within that county, under the tyrannical fist of Judge Grasty and these multi-county commissions, these state agencies, these special interest groups, as well as the corruption and collusion between these federal agencies, such as the BLM and the Fish and Wildlife. But despite overwhelming evidence of corruption, collusion, and even prosecutorial misconduct upon the Hammond family, and despite numerous attempts to plead with law enforcement to investigate into these allegations that came about as a result of the investigation, the government responded by silencing me with solitary confinement, with an indictment, with these trumped up bogus charges that I will absolutely be vindicated once the case comes about. But I'm not going to talk about the case. I feel very, very confident that not only will I win the case, but I will have a very good case against them. And we'll certainly bring that once that evidence comes about. But now is the time, ladies and gentlemen, for God-loving Americans to express their displeasure, of course, peacefully, yet with, I'll say it in the words of John Whitehead from the Rutherford Institute, my attorney, with militant, nonviolent resistance, but very vigorously, for what our government is doing in attempting this to do, not just the people that were involved out here in Burns, Oregon, whether they be the refuge occupiers or a media person like myself exposing the truth. You should be outraged, and you should express such. My fellow Americans, I have been indicted in retaliation for exposing the truth. I want you to stand with me, especially right now, Deborah Jordan needs your help. She's actually going to be providing legal support on the outside for me. She's here in Portland. We need your help to keep the Pete Santilli Show alive, keep our web servers up, keep all of our overhead going. on top of the regular expenses that she's going to be incurring by helping me fight. Now, we're going to go for a speedy trial. We're going to do a bunch of things because they've been holding me against my will. But you'll be hearing more about the case as I'm allowed to talk about it. I will talk about it. But the bottom line is, this is an absolute 1,000% an injustice against not just me for being in the press, the free press, the only profession protected by the U.S. Constitution. But if this could happen to me, it could happen to any member of the media, especially you independent media journalists. You alternative media journalists, you better know that my example shows that there's a target on your back. Please show your support. Interview Deb. Share, comment, like, subscribe to all of our posts. You're welcome to send me, there's a mailing address. You can send me snail mail. And most importantly, please provide support by going to thePeteSantilliShow.com/donate. We do have some, I'm going to call them legal expenses, overhead expenses, and additional expenses that we need all of your help. Please provide your support. Please stand with us. And please know that when I get out, you're going to see a very, very aggressive, a very, very constitutional, a very, very loud, even louder than I never have been before.
Okay, you guys, that's basically it, because what happened was they cut the phone call off, and he had to call me back. It took him about 5 minutes to get back with me. They cut the phone call off at that point. And so, but there you have it. He sounds great. He's in great spirits. He's already planning, he's already planning when he gets out and what he's going to do. And he is going to be louder. And so, that's typical Pete. So we've set it off and we'll say it again, they are definitely, targeting him, punishing him, because he was uncovering some stuff and digging into some stuff. And I think he got just a little bit too close to home for those guys. They don't like it. For them, this is a form of punishment. And, like Pete said, he's going to fight this vigorously. So stay tuned, you guys. We're going to be bringing you an update from Pete from jail, as long as they will allow him to do it. And stay close to us, okay? I really appreciate everything that you've all done for me. I want to tell everyone in the chat, thank you so much for all the flowers you sent. It's just amazing. You're amazing people. We would never be able to do what we do without you. We love you all. And so good night from Portland. And we'll talk to you again really soon. Good night, guys.